The year is 1942. World War II rages across the globe. The United States joins the fight, facing a determined enemy in the Pacific theater, Japan. Amidst the chaos of war, a secret weapon emerges from the Native American tribes of the United States, the Code Talkers. Recruited from the Navajo Nation and other tribes, these young men carry the fate of the war on their tongues. Their weapon, their native languages that were complex, unwritten, and unknown to the enemy. These were not soldiers in the traditional sense. They were guardians of their ancestral tongues, entrusted with transforming their spoken words into unbreakable codes. The Code Talkers, with their deep understanding of their native languages, became invaluable assets to the US military. Their primary role was to transmit tactical messages with speed and accuracy, confusing the enemy who struggled to decipher the unfamiliar sounds. The Navajo Code Talkers in particular played a pivotal role in the Pacific theater. The Navajo language, with its complex grammar and nuanced sounds, proved particularly difficult to break. For these young men, thrust from the familiarity of their reservations into the heart of a global conflict, the weight of war rested heavily on their shoulders. They carried not only the hopes of a nation, but the fate of their fellow soldiers in the trenches. The Navajo language, with its subtle tones and complex grammar, was unlike any European or Asian language. This made it the perfect code. The Japanese, despite their sophisticated code-breaking techniques, found themselves bewildered by the sounds of Navajo. They could intercept the messages, but they couldn't understand them. The Code Talkers used a combination of word substitution and coded phrases. For example, fighter plane in Navajo became hummingbird, while bomber was translated to chicken hawk. These seemingly simple substitutions, when woven into the fabric of the Navajo language, created a code that remained unbroken throughout the war. The speed and accuracy of the Code Talkers' transmissions were crucial in key battles like Iwo Jima. They relayed orders, coordinated attacks, and directed artillery fire, all while under intense pressure. The Marines, who relied heavily on the Code Talkers' communication skills, marveled at their efficiency. In the heat of battle, every second counted, and the Code Talkers consistently delivered, their words weaving a tapestry of victory. Leaving their families and homes behind, these young men faced a double challenge: the horrors of war and the sting of prejudice. Many Code Talkers, hailing from communities where poverty and discrimination were harsh realities, enlisted to serve a nation that often treated them as second-class citizens. Yet, they served with unwavering courage and patriotism. One such hero was Chester Nez, the last surviving member of the original 29 Navajo Code Talkers. He served with distinction at Iwo Jima, where he relayed crucial messages under heavy enemy fire. Another was Ira Hayes, one of the 6 Marines who raised the American flag at Iwo Jima. Hayes, a Pima Code Talker, became a symbol of Native American heroism. These men, and countless others like them, endured grueling conditions, witnessed unspeakable horrors, and risked their lives to ensure the success of their missions. Their courage was not confined to the battlefield. They also faced the insidious enemy of prejudice within their own ranks. Some non-native soldiers, skeptical of their abilities, questioned their loyalty. Yet the Code Talkers persevered, their dedication to their country and their comrades unwavering. Upon returning home, instead of parades and recognition, the Code Talkers were met with silence. Their contributions, shrouded in secrecy, remained largely unknown for decades. The government, fearing that the code might be needed again, swore them to secrecy. They couldn't talk about their service, not even to their families. Imagine returning home a hero, yet unable to share your story to claim the recognition you deserve. This was the reality for many Code Talkers. Many struggled to reintegrate into civilian life. Haunted by the memories of war, they faced the same discrimination that they had encountered before enlisting. They struggled to find jobs, access healthcare, and receive the respect they deserved. The nation they served so bravely had seemingly forgotten their sacrifice. Despite the lack of recognition and the challenges they faced, many Code Talkers continued to serve their communities. They became teachers, tribal leaders, and advocates for Native American rights. They carried the same quiet dignity and unwavering strength that had served them so well in war into their daily lives. It was not until 1968 that the Navajo Code was declassified. Finally, the Code Talkers could speak about their service. The world finally learned of their courage and their crucial role in securing victory. In the years that followed, recognition came, though it was long overdue. In 1982, President Ronald Reagan declared August 14th National Code Talkers Day, honoring their service and sacrifice. In 2001, President George W. Bush awarded the 29 original Navajo Code Talkers the Congressional Gold Medal, the highest civilian honor bestowed by Congress. The Code Talkers, once hidden figures in the annals of history, have finally taken their rightful place as American heroes. A testament to resilience. The story of the Code Talkers is not just about war. It's about the power of language, the importance of cultural identity, and the resilience of the human spirit. The Code Talkers, in using their native languages to defend their country, inadvertently helped preserve them. Their service brought renewed interest in Native American languages and cultures. Today there are efforts to revitalize Native American languages, many of which are endangered. The legacy of the Code Talkers serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of language diversity and cultural preservation. The story of the Code Talkers transcends cultural boundaries. It's a story that resonates with anyone who has ever experienced the sting of prejudice, the isolation of being misunderstood, or the pride of overcoming adversity. It highlights the universal power of communication, the courage found in embracing one's identity, and the impact that even the most unlikely heroes can have on the course of history. The Code Talkers' story reminds us that strength can be found in the most unexpected places, and that the preservation of cultural identity is essential. Their legacy serves as a beacon of hope, reminding us that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit, empowered by language and driven by a belief in a better tomorrow, can prevail. Today, memorials and museums across the United States stand as testaments to the bravery and sacrifice of the Code Talkers. Their stories are told in books, documentaries, and classrooms, ensuring that their legacy lives on. However, true honor goes beyond monuments and accolades. It lies in actively combating the injustices that many Native American communities still face. Poverty, lack of access to healthcare and education, and the ongoing struggle for recognition and rights. Honoring the Code Talkers means carrying their legacy forward by advocating for justice, equality, and the preservation of cultural heritage for all. It means ensuring that the sacrifices they made for our freedom are never forgotten, and that their story continues to inspire future generations. The Code Talkers' story is a powerful testament to the human spirit's resilience. They were unsung heroes, their voices silenced for decades, their contributions shrouded in secrecy. Yet their courage resonated far beyond the battlefields of World War II. Their story is a poignant reminder that bravery can be found in the most unexpected places, that language is a powerful tool that can be wielded for both destruction and preservation, and that true heroism often whispers rather than shouts. Their legacy serves as a beacon of hope, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit, empowered by its heritage and driven by a belief in a brighter future, can triumph over adversity. Let their story be a call to action, a reminder that true honor lies not just in remembering the past, but in actively shaping a future where every voice is heard, every culture is respected, and the sacrifices of those who came before us are never forgotten.